part where he's like, it's called flirting, Amelia. I died. First of all, it's Andrew Garfield, right? He's such a heartthrob. The real Khans. When?
Okay, I was like, saw him talking and I was like, Allah, ye to itne cutie hai. Kya he like, how are you supposed to like hate on him or be like, you know?
That you're very competent. And like,
really?
Yeah, like, you know, you've interned at places like the World Bank. And
that's so true. Nobody knows this about me, but I'm really smart.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hello.
We're back at Tea Party. I'm Neequ.
I'm Mash.
And you're watching CDFM 89. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment.
On all the channels. We have YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to check us out everywhere. And Facebook.
YouTube and Facebook.
And Facebook. I keep forgetting about Facebook. I feel like...
Yeah. Okay. So this is my birthday week. So I'm going to be a birthday girl soon. And I'm kind of a person who's like, you know, birthday month, birthday week. Like, I really zoom in on it.
I think by the time the podcast goes up, it'll be almost your birthday.
On the day.
Yeah, almost.
Almost. Yeah. So today I thought for our introduction, Mishaile's going to mention 3 things she loves about me.
Oh my God. I've been thinking all day. You told me like yesterday and I
told you, I gave you the brief like a while ago.
You did.
It shouldn't have taken you that long. Like you should have thought of like maybe 20 things and been like, okay, how do I filter this out?
Like deep compliments, you know, like nothing like, oh, you know, she's pretty and she's like nice.
Okay, what did you come up with?
Okay, oh my God, I feel like I'm being put on the spot even though I've thought of this. The first thing I would say is that you have a massive heart. Like you're so big-hearted and generous and kind. We were talking to our friends and she was like, no, but it's true. Okay. Like, you know, you never have that, oh, ye tumhara hai, ye mera hai. It's like, you know, everything's like ours and we share things. And it's
true.
You know, you're very like kind that way. That's a very generic word. I'm sorry, I'm not good with words. The second thing I thought of is that you are through and through a girl's girl.
Oh my God.
Which is so, like,
that's
she is
such a good one.
The friend to end all friends. Even when I'm wrong, Neeku's like, no, like, you're right. Like, I would have gone out and killed someone and she would be like, but they probably did something to wrong you, right? Like, it's probably their fault. That. And then I was having some trouble coming up with the third one because I wanted to be nice. But I think the third one is that you're very competent. And like,
really?
Yeah. Like, you know, you've interned at places like the World Bank. And
that's so true. Nobody knows this about me, but I'm really smart, guys.
Yeah, she's like actually like super smart.
I think I come across as like a little, I don't know.
No, but like I see you like on your desk and like we're having lunch and if she's not done her work, like she would sit there and like do her job.
True. Oh my God, Michelle.
Yeah.
I love those 3 things about me also. Wow.
I thought you were going to say thank you for those great compliments.
Thank you for those great compliments.
No, of course.
Okay, now moving on.
Now you praised Neequ ahead of her birthday.
I want some happy birthdays.
I was just going to say, don't forget to wish her in the comments.
Don't forget to wish me.
There better be like 100 happy birthday Neequ comments. Like best
so
be.
True. You should,
yeah. And all of your friends better be there. All of your friends better be in the comments. So true.
I keep tabs.
Yes, as you should. So to kick things off, I'm going to talk about something I know both of us are so excited about, that the moment when the entire internet was third wheeling a really cute, intimate moment.
So true.
Amelia from Chicken Shop Date and Andrew Garfield did a episode together for Chicken Shop Date.
Yes.
And my God, it was so cute.
Was that? Oh my God.
The
I
chemistry.
don't think I've ever seen anything that's that real.
I swear.
And like no other rom-com could ever.
Best rom-com of 2024.
Best rom-com of
11 minutes and like I need like a 3-hour long unedited version.
Twice. I watched it once with myself.
Yeah.
Just because I was watching it and then I was like, okay, my friends also, all of you need
must
to watch this.
It, yeah.
Like know what romance is really like because we're forgetting it.
For sure.
And okay, so the post that they did, Chicken Shop Date, when they posted it, a lot of the American corporate sector got involved. Like,
what?
Yeah. Like Target commented.
What?
Coco Melon commented, for hell's sake. Yeah.
Coco
There's
Melon.
also Prime Video. And so Target said basically, calling it right now, this is the last date ever because they're getting married.
100%.
Which is so true. Coco Melon, but literally their display picture of a child says it's giving mom and dad.
That's too good.
That's good. That's so well thought out.
I love that.
And then there's AT&T, which is like a wireless connection network that they have in America. So they said, we know a strong connection when we see one.
There you go.
That's too good.
There you
Coca-Cola
go.
said, whoa, Coca-Cola also said. They said, why are we blushing? And United Airlines said, maybe they should take a trip somewhere. Which is like everybody's, shamelessly plugging their own thing in. And then they're also like, but you go. I think it's a lot of the social media marketing teams are now all Gen Z people.
Yeah.
So it's like, someone also commented saying like, it's like they've logged in from the wrong account and they don't even know what they're,
Yeah, it was fully like you were witnessing like an intimate moment, like an actual date. Literally. And I wasn't supposed to be there. It literally felt like I was third wheeling.
What were your favorite parts? I literally have mine memorized.
The part where he's like, it's called flirting, Amelia. I died. First of all, it's Andrew Garfield, right? He's such a heartthrob.
Oh my God. Listen, I would not share him with anybody. Yeah. Like, I love Andrew Garfield to death. For sure. Literally, like in Hollywood, I can.
But him and Emma Stone, do you remember?
Yeah,
like that
I used to ship them so much. That was so iconic. But if I've seen his chemistry, actually, this might even be better. With Amelia. Yeah.
Now that's saying something. I mean, she's happily married and has a kid now, right? So Emma Stone.
Okay, yeah. I thought Amelia. I was gonna like my heart was gonna sing.
No, girl.
No, but yeah, that was really, really cute. Also,
loved it.
He kept saying that, there are like a lot of cameras around. So maybe if like they weren't there, we could have actually gone out on a date and like, done something.
He said that. He's like, hypothetically, maybe if this wasn't all here. It was too cute. It was too cute. So cute.
Yeah. So here we are, like shipping them. Hopefully something in the near future. Because he's also now broken up with Kate Thomas.
Oh yeah,
who he was dating.
Which happened like a week before the episode came up.
Yep.
A week before the episode came out.
I wonder why.
We wonder why.
I love doing stuff
Andrew
like
Garfield
this.
wedding one. When? But also people were comparing it to, I don't know if you saw this Fleabag, where they're like their energies and how he like kind of understood her vibe and was like reading her and like could see through the facade that she puts up. Because, in Chicken Shop Date, she's very like sarcastic and like, like deadpan.
Yeah.
And he was not only matching that, but he kind of like broke through it a little bit, like the hot priest does in Fleabag.
She kept slipping out of her character because she otherwise has a really like poker face on, and every time he would say something, she'd just be like
she would keep blushing and like laughing. Yeah,
and I was like, that's so cute.
Let's go. Let's go. That's too cute.
Yeah, so that was very, very cute to see.
Loved it. Speaking of Andrew Garfield, who was Spider-Man, coming to our current Spider-Man, Tom Holland. Tom Holland just confirmed that Spider-Man 4 is happening. Yep. I'm so excited. He also said he's super excited.
Yep. So he was on the late night show with Jimmy Fallon,
with Jimmy Fallon.
He said it, and he said that it's like everything is in the works. It's supposed to, I think, release next year.
No, it's gonna start filming.
Start filming
next summer. And he said he's super excited. Same, I'm also super excited.
Same.
And it's really great because this is, I think, the first Spider-Man that's doing a fourth movie, because Andrew Garfield did 2, Tobey Maguire did 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And now he's doing 4, and he's been with Marvel for almost a decade because he was in Civil War in 2016. And like now it's 2024 and he's going to do Spider-Man 4 and incredible.
Oh my God, it's going to be so nice because listen, I love Tom Holland's energy. Like he may not be my favorite Spider-Man.
Sure. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel like we've talked about this.
Yeah, we have. But not my favorite, but like I still find him so endearing and so cute, and especially like his relationship with Zendaya. I think it's so cute. It just comes across.
Yep. I'm so excited to like see Zendaya back like with him and that chemistry.
And I'm also like eager to watch if Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire are going to make a comeback again. Because I mean, it might not be the same. It might not have the same effect anymore because you've seen that.
Yeah.
In No Way.
Yeah. No Way Home.
No Way Home. So let's see.
But I'm excited. I'm so excited, especially because how the last one ended.
Same. And actually, I'm not a Marvel girl. So Spider-Man in specific is like something that I really, really like. But otherwise, I don't really know like much about the universe. Yeah.
Actually, no, I used to be more of a Marvel girly. I'm not as of recent.
I'm more DC.
Oh. Yeah. Wow. Really? I never knew that about you.
I mean, not by choice. I've just seen it more.
Okay.
I'm not sure if I like it a lot.
No.
I like different kinds of cinema. This like Marvel and DC are not up there.
That's fair. But speaking of Tom Holland, staying a little bit on topic, he has signed on to a movie with Christopher Nolan, the super famous director.
Oppenheimer, Tenet, Dunkirk.
I didn't like Oppenheimer, but continue.
What?
Yeah, we've had this conversation also.
I don't remember this, but like no one I know has not liked Oppenheimer. I mean,
It was a bit of a
Barbie was the winner.
100%.
If you put it against 100%. That. But like I think on its own it was it was well made. Cinematography and everything, like, too good. But also he's made like what, Interstellar and Inception. So Nolan is like up there.
And Tom Holland is like super pumped for this, apparently.
Exactly. And also, it's hard for me to imagine him in that universe a little bit. Like, I know I've seen him as like Spiderman now, but like there's not much that I've seen him do like acting wise.
Yeah,
like
because he does like theater, if I'm not mistaken, and he also does like ballet and stuff.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see him in like a Nolan movie. What's his name? Matt Damon's also in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like Matt Damon.
It's gonna come out 2026 summer. So very exciting. It's a good time to be Tom Holland right now, I think.
A very good time to be
I think it's always a good time to be Tom Holland. You get to date Zendaya. Like, that's life said, bro. Life said.
That's true. That's true. So moving on.
Yeah.
There's this thing that's happening in Hollywood.
Sure.
And also like a lot of musicians and Nobel laureates, and they've like come together and signed this petition, which is against AI being used to like reproduce a lot of like original art or like original works of certain artists. Yeah. So like, for example, like I was literally scrolling the other day and I was like, there's a song somebody that I used to know.
Oh yeah, iconic.
Everyone's heard it, right?
Yes,
so it was like some new, and this is one song that also keeps having like its remixes and stuff. So I was like, okay, it's maybe one of those. And I was like, I kept listening and I was like, okay, this voice sounds very familiar, but it's not like the OG song. Yeah. And then I thought about it. I was like, oh my God, he sounds so much like Chester Bennington from Linkin Park. Yeah. And then I was like so confused. And then I looked it up on YouTube. It was actually like an AI generated voice of Chester singing somebody that I used to know. And
which
I
is
was
a little
like,
messed up because Chester Bennington's like, he passed away and it was a big thing.
And it's also like... It's misleading the audience, of course. I mean, I know I've kind of grown up with these people, so I know who they all are. Maybe like years down, people don't even know and they might like miscredit. And that for me is like taking away from like so much of intellectual property rights. It's like all these artists, it's about their work. It's about like their lifelong passion and something that, you know, they've like shared with the world and they got famous for it. And now it's like being repurposed like that. I feel like there's so much...
like they're not taking like permission. Yeah. And I know that Bjorn from ABBA and Thom Yorke from Radiohead, Julianne Moore, who's a really big actor.
I love her.
And what's his name? Ishiguro, who won a Nobel. He's a writer. He's a Japanese author. All of them have signed it. So like 13,000 people have signed this. Yeah. So it's a big deal.
Exactly. It's like 30,500 artists.
Oh, damn. It keeps increasing.
It keeps increasing. So it's like a big thing happening. And my take is like very much theirs. But there's also, I've heard some artists who are supporting, like not against this petition, but they are completely okay with like using AI for their works. So
interesting, but there is also that whole like gray area of it being licensed or unlicensed, because you know how Meta, when they were putting out their AI, they had like Kendall Jenner and like Snoop Dogg and all these like famous people who jinka AI like personas you could talk to. Apparently, you can still do that on like Instagram or any Meta platform, but that's like you're taking permission from them, right? And I'm sure they're getting like some royalties or some money out of it.
That's what I'm
thinking. But like unlicensed, out of the blue, like someone's kind of stealing your work, you know?
That, and also the fact that like a lot of directors use it, like suppose they're shooting a battle scene and they don't have that many people and they don't want to pay like, you know, any amount to like anybody. So just like, you know, the figures we see right at the back, they kind of through AI they're making like people and like figures, and they make it seem like they're people but they're not. So they do that too to like save costs and stuff, but it's like also you're replacing people who were like, you know, maybe like the smaller artists whose
livelihoods kind of depend on that like one like scene, right? I get that, but I think it's also like I don't know if it's worse or better for like if your intellectual property is kind of being taken without your permission, right? And being repurposed.
It's also erosion of creativity, right?
Exactly.
Because it's like repurposed.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not original anymore. So I don't know what 10 years down the world's gonna look like, but it's not looking very nice right now.
It's gonna be a little scary.
Yeah. Black Mirror episode in it.
Crazy.
Something else that we have.
Yeah.
Let's come back home.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's
back home.
Really famous veteran actor, Adnan Tipu.
Yeah.
He recently did an interview with BBC Urdu, and he was talking about like his, 25-year career that he's like had.
He's very prolific. He's done some like really big roles, and
what he said was like really profound. Like he mentioned some really nice things. He said that in Pakistan, if we keep casting people by the standards that we have in place, and if like the same model was used in Hollywood, Al Pacino wouldn't be an actor, or like Robert De Niro wouldn't be an actor, because here we're like just resorting to like, you know, those universal beauty standards and how much following someone has, like social media influence, and that's how like the casting is going. But you know, in like India, there's Nawazuddin. He gave his example, like, you know, he's very, very good at his craft. So every time like he's on screen, you don't feel the need, you don't think like, oh, he's, you know, not conventionally beautiful. You just think, oh, he's acting so well. So he's like, we need to kind of grant that grace to our actors also, and like sort of put the talent at the forefront of things, and not
because you see
everything
like
else.
Like, no offense to them, but like influencers, or if you have like over a million followers, you'll be taken up for a drama, right? Just because if your face is on it, your followers are going to be watching it. But then on the other side, I saw a comment on the Adnan Shah Tipu thing where someone was like, but actors like Al Pacino do put in like some effort into grooming themselves and like appearing a good way. Just because Al Pacino is looking a certain way for a role doesn't mean that when he's on like the red carpet, he's not going to be super put together in like a suit and like a nice haircut. So you don't completely have to put your looks or like your, you know, just like safai.
They don't have to take a back seat. Like,
I get that. Doesn't mean that you have to be like super conventionally attractive to be in like the showbiz industry, but I mean, still have to be put together to a certain level.
I see the merit in what he says also, because it's just that I think here, the more followers you have, that's like your easier way into the industry also, because it's like, okay, now you're known, like people want to talk to you, people want to know how you got those followers, like you're making, you know, every day you're like putting out content, and like that's kind of enough for you to just be an actor. And you could be good or bad, but that's like for the audiences to decide. Like Danani, for example, I feel like she got famous because of the Party Hori Hai. But I feel like she's also such a good actress. I think she's good.
For sure.
Like a lot of people seem to like her. She won Hum Awards, I think, this year for like her performance. And I think like it could go both ways. Someone could get famous and not be talented, and it could be vice versa.
For sure.
It's just, I do get what he's saying though.
Yeah, for sure. Like you should, to a certain extent. I mean, you definitely have to give like newcomers opportunities, right? Like get fresh talent. Otherwise, how will your industry grow? But at the same time, actors.
What are the metrics?
Yeah.
Like, on what basis are you doing
that?
But
But like when someone is so skilled, you know, you should give them opportunities rather than picking like someone who's like super hot, right?
Yeah. So he also spoke about like diversifying projects. Yeah, he said like, you know, we need to kind of look at different things now, and like not the same that we're talking about, like, you know, for years it's been about like drama and very, you know, melodramatic stuff between like Saas Bahu vibes. Like we need to have different characters, and also like very like, I guess again he was trying to say non-conventionally, whatever, if they're talented, you need to make a script that is around them. And he's saying like he wasn't a very big actor, I think, like as a lead, because he was saying like I've done a lot of supporting roles, and I have done better in those, like, you know, I was remembered more for those. So he's like, you can do that too, like, you know, you can make your own name by just doing your character justice,
doing your craft well. Very interesting.
So very profound things.
But staying in the realm of our industry, I was gonna say Bollywood, but Lollywood, I guess. Fawad Khan, who we seem to be talking about every week, he's doing so
and it's never
much.
enough. It's never going to be enough.
Yeah. Speaking of conventionally attractive people, my favorite one, Fawad Khan. You know, we just confirmed that he's doing a movie with Wani Kapoor in Bollywood. But he has 2 more projects that were announced at the Sphere Film Market, which is the only South Asian film festival, which is like an Oscar qualifying film festival or something. Yeah, so it's like a big deal. So he's announced 2 new projects. One's called Behind the Scenes, which is a dark comedy about a newsroom, which is so fun because we work in a newsroom.
Yeah, that is really fun.
Yeah, so
that's going to be so relatable.
Yeah, and it has some really big names attached to Marine Jabbar, Sarmat Kusat.
I love her.
Yeah, so all of these people are going to be like behind the cameras doing all of that. Though, you know, we can expect some really
but they're
cool
not
things.
The directors though, because they're actually directors.
I mean, so we don't know who the director is yet. It's just like that these people are involved in the project, right? Yeah, so they're not going to be acting. They're going to be behind the cameras.
Genre again?
It's a dark comedy.
Dark comedy.
It's a dark comedy. Yeah.
I really haven't. Damn, I think he's just going to ace it.
It promises.
I mean, comedy was Kapoor and Sons.
Yeah. And rom-com was
comedy.
Khubsurat.
Rom-com was
I love
Khubsurat.
that.
So he can do comedy, but dark comedy is like...
We'll see.
He's yet to tap into that.
We'll see. Yep. And then the other one is called The Prisoner.
Okay.
Which is based on a book by Umar Shahid. It's like a best-selling novel. And he's going to play a cop who's looking into like a corrupt political party and like some mafia that they're running. So also that's also like thriller vibes, a little dark, gritty.
I haven't seen him do thriller either.
Exactly.
So,
new vibe. But like, I want him back in that rom-com role, you know? Like, he's so like...
He'll get there, honestly. I'm sure he's not like out of opportunities.
Oh, for sure. And the one with Vani Kapoor is a rom-com.
I think these are like very thoughtful choices also, because it's like, okay, I haven't done this yet.
For sure.
And also, I think he said somewhere that he thinks he's aged in a way, so he doesn't feel very comfy doing romantic scenes anymore.
No.
Like he's like, you know, it's an era for like different celebrities now. Like my time's kind of done that way. I've played enough for, you know, chocolate hero.
I'm interested to chocolate hero, a good term.
It's a thing, right?
Stop like dead in my like
chocolate is a thing, right?
I know it is a thing. Yeah, you're right.
My mom says.
I just haven't heard it in a while, you know.
Yeah.
So that was funny. No, but I'm really interested to see what he does and like how it comes off. Yeah. Really, he has like 3 projects now that have been confirmed. So I think it's Fawad Khan is back in his zone. It's his era again.
And being very intelligent with the scripts he's picking.
Because it's quite diverse. The Vani Kapoor is a rom-com. We have a dark comedy. We have a thriller, like crime thriller. So he's tapping into all the genres.
Fun. I'm excited.
Very exciting. But speaking of famous Khans, coming to my favorite Khan. This one I don't even need to look at my phone for. Like, look at my notes for anything. Chahat Fateh Ali Khan. We are back on this. We talked about this last week. Where Karan Johar gave him a shout out, right? And he covered Tauba Tauba. And Karan Johar was like, must watch. So now he's of course put out a video, a special thank you for Karan Johar, you know. And it's so funny because he starts off by singing happy birthday for Karan Johar. No, but the thing is, Karan Johar's birthday is in May. It was so ridiculous and just so funny. I love that man. He's just so like unabashed. But then he said, "Meri bahut khushnaseebi hogi if you let me work in one of your movies free of charge." So he's offered to work in a Karan Johar movie for free.
Listen,
Shah Rukh Khan and Chahat Fateh Ali Khan, when? The real Khans, when?
Okay, I was like, after our podcast last time also, I went home and I was looking at him and just the way he speaks. Initially, I was like, you know, he's a meme kind of a guy. So I was like, not going to take him seriously. But then I actually saw him talking and I was like, Allah, ye to itne cutie hai. How are you supposed to like hate on him or be like, you know?
And he starts with like, Karodon Dilon ki jaan, Chahat Fateh Ali Khan. I die every time.
He's very sweet, honestly.
What an icon.
Yeah.
And I think Karan Johar should definitely give him like a little cameo or a little role. And some other famous Khan should be there for Fawad, Chahrukh, whatever.
And he's willing to not take money for it.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's so magnanimous of him, right? Like, this icon, this legend is like, I'll do it for free. It was great. And he said when he saw Karan Johar's message, he didn't sleep for 3 nights.
Oh, that's so cute. Honestly, that's so relatable.
Yeah.
If Karan Johar messaged me for no reason, I'd be a little...
100%.
Okay.
No, I agree.
You know?
So that was like the highlight of my week this week. This happened like
Can't
yesterday.
believe that's her favorite story. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Then have to look at my phone at all for that. But speaking of Bollywood.
Yes. So Sonam Kapoor has been named the first South Asian global ambassador for Dior's collection.
Oh, damn.
Yep.
That's a really big deal because Dior is like a luxury brand, right?
French brand. But Sonam's always been known for like being a fashionista.
That's so true.
Not that much for like her acting skills. Those are really questionable.
No.
So at the Cannes Film Festival, every time she attends those, she's I think looking the best, especially
100%.
from like the Indian lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Aishwarya Rai is there and like she's really not dressed that well.
Yeah.
And if Sonam Kapoor is overshadowing Aishwarya in like any department whatsoever, that's saying something.
100%.
So fashion is her thing.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Dior sees it. Yep.
Apparently, and like I'm going to look at this because numbers, the announcement follows her appearance at Dior's Spring-Summer Show, 2025 Spring-Summer Show, because ek saal wo aage chalte hain, at Paris Fashion Week, where her presence generated an estimated media impact value of $2.7 million.
Okay.
So just her presence helped them so much. Of course, she was going to be named that.
Yeah.
But she is the first Dior ambassador of South Asian descent.
Yeah, it's also like this cultural synergy between like India and
big fashion brands. Very cool.
Very cool.
We ain't about to see Dior pick a local
every time I think of like Pakistani artists who could like potentially bag that deal, And then I'm like, we're yet to get there.
Yeah,
but like
yeah,
one
for
day,
sure, for
you know,
sure.
one day.
Fawad, maybe Chahat, maybe.
And not that that's a benchmark of like success.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
No.
But just in general.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah,
It's
it is.
cool for South Asia.
It is.
But speaking of firsts for South Asians,
Yes,
Diljit Dosanjh is going to be the first South Asian to ever be on the cover of Billboard magazine, which is so cool. It's Billboard Canada though, and their print edition.
Yeah.
Their first ever print edition is going to come out in December, and he's the first ever South Asian to be on it.
Yes, and
so iconic.
Listen, this is my Punjabi superstar. Honestly, what a guy. He literally hails from a really small village in Punjab in India.
Yeah.
And he's made it so big.
For sure.
Last year he was on, I think, the Fallon show again.
Yeah, he was.
And I think he performed there.
Yeah.
I forgot for what reason.
No, I think he just had like music come out. And you know, the Fallon show has like musical performances. And
Fallon said that he's the biggest Punjabi artist
on the planet.
Yes. And I was like, oh,
damn.
God,
that's such a big compliment.
That's so true.
Yeah.
The fact that it's true. Who's the bigger
also,
Punjabi
last
artist?
year, he was the first ever Punjabi artist to perform at Coachella. Yeah. Which is so big. Like, which is big. It's a fully, like, Western music festival, and he's there and he's singing in Punjabi.
Done some, like, really iconic collaborations with Ed Sheeran and Sia.
Yes.
So, you know, he's just, it's news after news. It's something bigger he's doing.
For sure.
I'm so happy for him.
For sure. Also, Ed Sheeran's been on stage with him a bunch of times, and he made Ed Sheeran sing in Punjabi.
They're like friends now.
He made Ed Sheeran sing in like a couple of lines in Punjabi, and that was like so cute and iconic because you have like one of the biggest pop singers like currently alive, right? Ed Sheeran, and he's at a Diljit concert and he's singing in Punjabi. Like, how iconic is that? That's so great. That's so great. So South Asians be getting that bread. They're doing really well. But yeah, we'll wrap it up
on a very
somber note
yet again. But no, that's somber. I mean, in a way, it's also very heartening to, like, you know,
very full circle.
Very full circle.
So like, let's tell people what we're speaking about, because we know our tributes to Liam Payne have started flooding in, and we've had One Direction individually and from their they have an Instagram for some reason, from their Instagram post about it. We had Cheryl Cole, who's the mother to his son Bear, speak out. We've had Simon Cowell, Kate Cassidy, his girlfriend at the moment when he passed away. All of them speak out, and it's very touching and very heartwarming.
It is very touching, especially I think Zen's, because it was because he didn't even hold back from, like, you know, he could have been just like sugar-coated Chat GPT, I don't know, PR thing, but it was personal. You could tell, because he said, like, you know, one of the favorite qualities that I had about you was the fact that you didn't shy away from, like, calling someone out and, like, saying, like, you know, that they're wrong. And because of that, we butted heads a few times. Like, we fought a bit. But, like, you know, I could never tell you that I secretly respected you for
that. Yeah, I saw that. Zayn's was so touching. Because there have been rumors, right, that they had, like, physical altercations and, like, they didn't necessarily get along. So for him to, like, say that and address that, like, we butted heads, but, like, I still respect you. And he said, I lost a brother when you left us. And that was so heartwarming. And also Louis, I don't know if you read Louis.
I did.
Which was even so great. I think it was the best out of the four, where he's like, you know, if your son Bear ever needs an uncle to talk about his dad, I'm going to be there for him. And that was beautiful. I really like Louis and Zayn.
Same.
Niall and Harry's felt a little Chat GPT to me. Like, it was a little generate.
They could have done more. But I think maybe it was also because it was just when it happened, like the day after, maybe like they're still in mourning and they're like, okay, we just have to put out a statement. So, like, for the sake of that, let's just say this.
And also there's that pressure, right? To, like, to make a comment. Like, you don't know how they're doing.
Exactly.
Behind, like, closed doors.
And now I was apparently with him.
So because he went to Argentina for Niall's concert. So, you know, can't really make value judgments, but I really like Louis and
But listen
Zayn's.
to Zen's post. The picture that Zen posted. That was so sweet. It was literally them, like, you know, back from 1D days, and, like, they're snuggling. Hoodie pehne hue. Both mein so rahe. Like, why would you choose that picture? I teared up.
That was very sweet. That was very sweet. I really liked both of their tributes, and all of them, honestly, all of them.
Even Cheryl, but
Zayn postponed his concert, his tour.
He did.
Which was a little ironically called Stairway to Heaven. That was the title of the tour. And he's pushed it to January because of what happened, and, like, I feel like that goes to show how much he respected Liam and how he actually is affected by like his passing.
And you would expect him to be, like, of course, they've spent I think their peak and together.
Formative years, right? Like formative years. For sure. But how, coming back to Cheryl's statement, also very powerful. She told people to like stop spreading stuff and was like, before you make videos and before you post comments, think about like if this was your family and if this was your child.
Yeah. And she was like, you know, like this child is going to grow up someday and he's going to read things on the internet. And things on the internet are there forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So be careful with what you say, because she doesn't even know, like she has to actively navigate how to like break it to him before it reaches to him through the internet. And those are very like tricky lines to,
it's very difficult because he's 7, right? Bear is 7.
He's 7. He's a child.
He's a child. But yeah, she said, please give Liam the little dignity he has left in the wake of his death to rest in some peace at last. And that was like so heartbreaking, because this is an actual human being who's passed away, right? And he actually had a family and all of that. So yeah.
So that's that.
Sad note,
but
he lived a good life.
He did. On that note, we will be signing off from Tea Party.
Yes.
Our 8th episode.
Hey.
I hope you all have a really, really fun weekend. I hope I really have the most fun weekend ever.
You will.
It's my big...
You don't gotta tell them, but if you're telling them,
it's fine. Today I'm 24, so that's the good thing.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. So
don't forget to wish her happy birthday. Lots of comments. Happy birthday. Let's go.
Share, subscribe, comment on
all the
CityFM89 on all platforms.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned in.
Thank you, Beyonce. Bye.